Hello peoples of the internet, my name is Lily. Welcome if you're new and welcome back if you are not. And today I'm going to be talking about the adult books on my physical TBR. So, I prominently read YA and middle grade if you don't know, but I do have a few adult books that I have on my shelves that I want to read. Some of them are on my mom's shelves because we are both readers, just like some of the books she wants to read are on my shelves. But I thought today we could kind of just go through 15 of them. My mom has a lot more, but these are the top 15 that I really want to read. Most of these are on my shelves, but there are the top few that are not. Yeah, so I thought I'd just go through them with you, and yeah. So I do have a lot of the same author. Like, I have 3 of one author, 2 of another, and 2 of another one. So I have quite a few of, or 3 of another one. But yeah, so I have quite a few of the same authors, but whatever, it's fine. So the first book we have is, Oopsie, The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. This is V.E. Schwab's first book, and my mom and I are huge V.E. Schwab fans. So we collectively together collect her books. She's read a few more than me. I've read City of Ghosts and Vicious. She's read The Savage Song, Vicious, Vengeful, Dark Shade of Magic, Tunnel of Bones. I've also read Tunnel of Bones, and then she read Bridge of Souls. She's read a lot more than me, but she and I both really love V. Schwab, and I definitely do want to read this. Plus, this is a gorgeous edition. I just hit myself in the face. I love the spine. It's so gorgeous. This is one of the ones that is on my mom's shelf upstairs, but I do really love the look of this book, and it just looks pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't like it. It is her first book from a while ago, from 2011. So, a lot of people don't like it. I know Chloe, I believe Chloe from Books with Chloe gave this like a 2-star, but you know, I still want to go back to her roots, you know, V. Schwab's roots. But yeah, it's the first one. Okay. The second one I didn't want to get out because it is buried under like a stack of books on my shelf, but that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, again, by V.E. Schwab. I have another one of hers in this stack, but I don't know where it is, so. Oh, I can just move it. It's right there. Okay. As you can see, it's right here, but here's the image because I don't want to get it out of all those books. But if you don't know, which this is a very popular book, so I'm assuming you know, but this is about Addie LaRue, who makes a deal with the devil, and she lives forever, but every time someone's like out of her view or whatever, or she turns around, or they turn around and they don't see her anymore, they forget her, and until one day someone remembers her. So I really need to finish this. I'm like just starting part 2, and I need to finish it. Me too. I just do. Yeah, all my friends are mad that I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Everyone loves this book, so yeah, that's my thoughts. And then the last V.E. Schwab on this list, gotta move the other 2 books I want to get to this book, is A Darker Shade of Magic, once again, by V.E. Schwab. This is the first book in the Shades of Magic trilogy. And this is like about, there are like 4 different Londons: Grey London, Black London, White London, and Red London. And our main character, what's his face, Kel, can go between them. And that's all I really know about this book. And I know there's like a Delilah Bard. That's all I know about this book. Everyone really loves the series. My mom really enjoyed this book. She loves the characters. She just bought the 3rd one in the series. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it, but that's my V. Schwab collection, or the ones I haven't read. She's read a lot more than me. The next 2 are, once again, by the same author. So we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. You probably know what the next book is too, right? This is about like a traveling circus or something, and 2 magicians. I know this is extremely popular. Everyone loves this. This is like Hannah from A Clockwork Reader's like favorite book of all time. But yeah, it looks really good. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I haven't read many books with magicians and wizards. Not with witches, though. So I'm excited to see how I think of this. I know Kat really, really loves this, so yeah. I'm sorry I'm going so brief on these books. I don't know much about them. And the next one is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I hate this cover. This is the worst cover out of the 3 I've seen. So, that's fun. But this is about Zach, I believe, and I don't really know what he is, but I'm pretty sure there's a book with his life in it. So, I could be completely wrong on that, but the first sentences are so cool. So, I'm just going to read them to you, because if you don't know, they're so cool. If I can find it. There was a pirate in the basement. The pirate is a metaphor, but also still a person. The basement could rightly be considered a dungeon. That's all I know about this book, and I am very, very eager to read it. It's so flappy. Once again, Kat loves this book, so yeah. The next one is a book that my mom bought like a few weeks ago, or like a few months ago, and she read it and she really, really loved it. And it looks really, really cool. And that is The Summoning by J.P. Smith. I don't really know what this is about, but it's like, I don't really know, but it looks really, really cool, and I really want to read it. My mom, like I said, really, really enjoyed it. I've said really a lot in the last, 2 seconds. But yeah, it looks pretty good, and I'm very excited to read it, because I think it'll just be a really fast read. She read it pretty quickly, and the font's kind of big, so yeah. I feel like I'm just so bad at this. I'm sorry. I hope this is entertaining for you people. And the next 2 are once again by the same author. We have 3 books by another author coming up soon, so don't you worry. But we have The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, so I'm guessing you know what the next book is too. But this follows Achilles and someone. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this guy. Okay. And I believe this is a love story between the 2, and something tragic happens at the end. I wonder why. I actually didn't know, and then I found out. I was like, oh, that sounds sad. But I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, and this is the stunning Bloomsbury Modern Classics edition. I got this in Book Depository. It's so stunning. I love it. And it looks so, so good. And I love Greek mythology. I love it so much. Thank you, Percy Jackson. And I really, really think I would enjoy this. So on the back it says, the god touches his finger to the arrow's fletching. Then he breathes, a puff of air as if to send dandelions flying, to push toy boats over water. An arrow flies straight and silent in a curving downward arc towards Achilles' back. Ooh. Yeah, very excited to read this. I think it's going to be a very good read. A lot of people have cried because of it, so that's fun. And the next one is Cersei by Madeline Miller. I got this so long ago, and I still haven't read it. But obviously this follows Cersei, the sorceress, and it's her backstory. Cersei was in Percy Jackson in the 2nd book, and it was so entertaining. That was a great chapter. It was a great chapter. But I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I'm hoping I like it, because I love Greek mythology, and I think I'd like to know more about Cersei, because I thought that was such an interesting chapter. So yeah, I feel so weird. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna knock over my water. Oopsie. Water time. Drink water. The next one is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. Hey, if you guys want to see something funny, this is the drawing my friend made of me. I look like a cannibal. Thanks, friend. But this is, I believe, about a school in which, in order to graduate, you have to, go through a Hall of Monsters or something, and it just seems so freaking cool, and I meant to read it last month and I didn't, and I need to read it. It's really short. I just need to get on my case and read it. It looks really, really good. So, and if you guys have read this and you love it or whatever, just let me know your thoughts on it, because it looks really good. It took me forever to get my hands on this copy, because like every time I go in the Barnes & Noble, it'd be like, Last Graduate, Last Graduate, Last Graduate. Like, I don't want the Last Graduate. I want A Deadly Education. And then I saw it at a bookstore and it was 28 bucks. Like, come on, dude. Anyway, yeah. Very excited to read this one, and it's on my top of my TBR. The next one is a book my mom has been trying to get me for years to read. I was supposed to meet this author, and then COVID hit, and I didn't get to meet her. So we got the book, and we got, like, a signed book plate. This is, like, my first signed book, too, so it was very special. And my mom read it, like, basically right away, and I didn't, and I still haven't. And I started it. I read, like, 60 pages or something, and I loved it. Mom, you probably know what book I'm talking about, and that is Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. If you do not know, somehow, Veronica Roth is the author of Divergent, and my little 11-year-old heart obsessed over Divergent. I read Divergent, Insurgent, Divergent, Allegiant, and 4. Like, I read them, like, back to back. Like, I loved the series so much. I love Divergent. The first one's my favorite. Divergent is a freaking mwah! I love that. I love that book. The knife throwing scene. Just when I got my computer, my mom and dad put a background on the computer, the background itself, and it was this knife throwing scene, and I was like, it's so cool. I'm sorry, y'all. But this is like about after the superheroes have saved the world, and like what their trauma is, and it's just it looks so cool. I'm on page 52, and it was so cool. There was like, we have flashbacks, and it was like, I'm gonna have to reread the first 50 pages when I do read it, but there were flashbacks. It was just so cool. So I definitely want to finish this, and I have like little sections in it, so I freaking finished it. Y'all, I don't get myself. The next 3 books are all by the same author. First, we have Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix, and My Best Friend's Exorcism by, you guessed it, Grady Hendrix. So this one's about a haunted IKEA store, or a rip-off IKEA store. They even say in the book it's a rip-off IKEA store. It's called Orsk, and this is like in an IKEA catalog. My friend literally thought it was an IKEA catalog, so good job to whoever made the format of this book. We have My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is about a best friend who gets who gets like possessed, and then her best friend has to perform an exorcism or whatever. And then this one is about a group of final girls from like all those slasher movies, and they have a support group, like a therapy group, and then someone's trying to pick them off one by one. So those are all the horror Grady Hendrix books I have. I sped through them because I didn't want to talk about them for too long, but they all look amazing, and I need to read them. I should have read them in October, but I didn't because I'm a loser. Alright, and then we have our last 2, which I both got yesterday. Filming me yesterday. Not like when you're seeing this. You're seeing this on Thursday. I went to the bookstore Saturday. But the first one, I was so shocked to see at the bookstore. Because this book is the UK edition. It's a 3rd book in a series, but I just have to buy the first one. The Hero of Ages by Brandy Sandy, or Brandon Sanderson for those who don't call him Brandy Sandy. I can't even look on the back because this is the 3rd book in a series. Look how freaking big this is. And you know what? I'm not even intimidated by it. Like, you would think I'm intimidated by a 700-page book. But I'm really not. Like, I'm so excited to read this. I just need to buy The Final Empire. And, like, maybe I will insert a clip of me at the end of this video, like, after I finished it, be like, I bought it! You know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go buy this book after this video. But I really, really, really want to buy The Final Empire because I really want to read it. It looks so good. So good. So I just need to freaking pull up my big girl pants and buy it because I think I'm going to absolutely love it. And this was in the YA section of the used bookstore I went to yesterday, and I was like, we're gonna go with it. It was $6.50. $6.50. That's like so freaking cheap for this book. I could not pass up my chance to buy it. It's in amazing condition. Like, also the font isn't as small as I thought it'd be. Is that just me? But yeah, this is the UK edition. I'm so excited to read it. I need to go buy the first one, and I will be doing that after this video. So after I do the thumbnail for this video too. The final one in this video is another book I got yesterday. Again, it was in the YA section. And that is The Ruin of Kings by Jen Leons, I think. Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. I love her so much. Go subscribe, please. She's reading it this month, and I remember her saying, like, on her Instagram that she was really enjoying it, and I was like, okay. But I don't know why. I just got drawn to it. I bought 3 books yesterday that I didn't think I'd ever buy, so woohoo. This is also pretty big. This is it's less than Period of Ages. But again, I'm not intimidated by it, which is so weird. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm not really that sure what it's about. But it is, there's a little blurb on the back. I'm not going to read it. If you want to read it, look it up on Goodreads. I don't like reading synopses of books, and I don't like reading synopses of books in my videos. Because some people, I know, don't like that. I personally skip over that when people read the synopses. I just skip over in videos. But yeah, so those are 15 books, 15 adult books that I have on my TBR. Most of them are fantasy. Are they all fantasy? No, we have 4 too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far in the video, comment a sword emoji for adult fantasy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, y'all! Guys, I ordered Final Empire. It's coming. It's on its way. It's happening. It's on its way. Okay, goodbye.